Welcome back to Halftime Report. Well, Lupin reported a strong set of Q2 FY numbers. India sales grew by 19%. In fact, it outperformance in diabetes, cardiology, respiratory, as well as GI in India. But US sales declined on a sequential basis. Our colleague Vinnii Motiwala caught up with the top management of Lupin and began by asking about the quarter gone by and how they see growth in the Indian markets.
We are very optimistic on the India growth momentum, as you saw in the quarter. Very strong momentum, 40% above the market. If you look at the first half of the year, we grew 30% above the market, which has been our goal. And very pleased that all our therapy areas, the major therapy areas, cardiovascular, diabetes, respiratory, GI, have been well above the market. Also, areas that we've been challenged in the past, like diabetes due to loss of exclusivity, has bounced back at above market growth. So very pleased with the growth in India, as well as continued momentum going forward based on both a strong portfolio of innovative products as well as our reach through a 10,000 people sales force.
I just wanted to know, I wanted to know about the diabetic molecule India, the patent expiry, that is over now. I just wanted a clarification on that front.
Yeah, I think some of the bigger ones are gone. We still have one which will come up at the end of the fiscal, which is the last of the exclusivities running out. After that, we would expect to be able to ramp up the growth even more. So I think we'll still end up at single-digit growth this year because we'll lose out something in that last quarter. But then from next year, we should start seeing stronger growth in diabetes also again.
Okay, that's great to hear. Moving on, let's just talk about the US business. And Nilesh, US business, bit of a decline when you look at it sequentially, though it's still in the range with the company had guided last time as well. So not bad on that terms, but what was the impact on a sequential basis coming in for the US business? And was there still any price erosion coming in on a Suprep front?
So maybe I'll start and then hand over to Vinita. I think the US business is going strong for us. In the bigger sense, I think this is the complex generic pipeline coming to market. You see the year-on-year growth. Yes, you see a little bit of adjustment sequentially, but I mean, complex generics are just a very large part of what we do today. 40% of the business comes from complex generics in the US, and that's backed on the inhalation products that we brought to market. Very proud that we got both an MDI and a DPI to market. But I'll let Vinita add more color.
I'll just add that, while the business sequentially was a little bit down, it was primarily due to one phasing of launches. I mean, Mirabegron was launched in Q1, so you see some of the phasing. And we expected competition on products like Suprep and doxycycline that have shown into Q2 numbers. Having said that, I mean, a profitability quarter over quarter sequentially, as well as year over year, has been very strong. So we're very pleased to continue to improve profitability of the US business while sustaining the inline portfolio and tackling additional competition on products that have been exclusive.
Sure. I just wanted one more thing, is the update on the latest in terms of the litigation that is going for Miabetriq. What is the latest on that front?
So the case has been remanded back to the district court by the Federal Circuit. So it's back to the same court that already ruled in favor of generics. So we'll wait to see the outcome of the district court over the next year or so. But we continue to build on our position on Mirabegron.
Okay, and then, we are waiting out for this result coming out on this front. But does that impact the FY25 outlook then? Because we had given the range of around $225 million to $200 million, something in that range for the US dollar revenue. What are we expecting on that front then?
Yeah, we continue to maintain that, I think, $220 to $230 million a quarter range going forward for the US business on count of both the inline products, strong respiratory franchise, Mirabegron ramp up, while we'll see some competition on products like albuterol and already started seeing on Suprep and doxycycline. We also have other new product launches that we have planned, some 4 or 5 launches in the second half. The generic Predfort, where we had CGT exclusivity that launched in October. And we hope to launch a couple of injectable drugs before the end of the fiscal, dalbavancin and hopefully glucagon as well. So it's been exciting new product launch trajectory for our U.S. business.
Sure, and just you mentioned a bit in albuterol, so I just wanted a word on that as well, because sequentially a bit of a decline in terms of market share. So what are we watching out for here, and what was the impact this time in terms of the market share loss of market share in albuterol?
Yeah, so we haven't seen any material loss of share. I mean, there's always some phasing based on the prescription generation and the trade. Our albuterol revenues, units, and share has been fairly stable at the 20% plus. Couple of there may be some marginal change quarter over quarter, month over month, but overall there's not been any material shift. Having said that, we expect some competition impact of Amphastar that has recently entered going forward. So expect to offset that with our other inline products as well as new products that are ramping up.
Sure. Ramesh, I just want a word in terms of overall, given that there are so many triggers for the company as well, launches that are planned. What are we expecting in terms of revenue growth outlook for the second half of the year, FY26 as well? And in terms of margins, are these levels we are looking at something that is sustainable?
Firstly, on the growth, I think the trajectory will continue. So essentially, we would expect to grow a good double digit in the second half as well, vis-a-vis the previous year. Insofar as the margins are concerned, you would appreciate that it's been growing, quarter on quarter for the last 6 quarters, successive quarters, so to speak. This is on the back of, in fact, a host of good launches, as well as, in fact, a tremendous focus on cost. On every aspect of the P&L, so to speak, in terms of the gross margins, that's gone up because of the buoyancy on the top line, and a host of lines below that. The productivity of people at the factory level, productivity of the sales force, at the R&D level, and a host of other things in terms of the G&A itself. All of this has borne pretty good fruit, and that's there for people to witness. We believe that the core margin should be 23-25% irrespective of launches, and that's what we are trying to aim to. At the beginning of the year, we said that it should be around the 20.5 for the full year, or 21. So in the second, and this time around, given the buoyancy, we believe that we should be between 22 and 23% for the full year considered.
Sure. Nilesh, I just want a word in terms of, obviously, there's a lot of buzz that's coming around the GLP-1 drug. The company said that they're working on some bit of a license for this as well in terms of branded market, such as India plus oral semaglutide is something that they're working at. Any status, any update on that front?
Yeah, short answer, we hope to be in the first wave of people bringing GLP-1 generics or innovative products to the market. We're working obviously on semaglutide. We have others in the pipeline as well. But likely in 2026, we should be able to bring the first of these products to the market.
All right, so that's the management of Lupin. Let's take a short break, and as we do that, let's get you some exciting news for our viewers. Seize the opportunity to attend India's landmark economic summit. Show us that you're a true CNBC-TV18 fan. Answer a simple question in our Super Fan Contest. Head over to CNBC-TV18's social media channels, participate, get a chance to win a free ticket to CNBC-TV18's Global Leadership Summit. Hurry, the contest ends on 10th November. So 2 days to go. Answer now and you could be one of the 5 lucky winners. All details on your screen.